And then moving on to some other really fun stuff. So we're seeing a lot of changes inside of robotics. So you now have robots in the operating room. And as you can imagine, all of the data and all of, the regulations that have to come with that. And when you're talking about humanoid robots, we often think like, oh, the Tesla Optimus is $20,000 or Figures is $50,000 plus. And they're not really for the typical user, but Unitree just came out with their R1 and it's $6,000. And it's a Chinese company and they're shipping them now. And so you are going to start seeing more and more of these humanoid robots. And my last example is they're working in homes and inside of nursing homes now, and they're helping supplement the children's learnings inside of school. And so you're going to see a lot more of these technologies in the space in the next 12 months. Same thing with transportation. So drone delivery is here. You can get your Amazon package delivered by drone, depending on where you live. And robo-taxis I wanted to highlight. So Tesla just launched the robo-taxi service in Austin. It launched in June, and they're looking at scaling it out to different states within the next year. And Waymo just had a really great milestone that they hit with 100 million fully autonomous miles. And so they're looking at expanding as well. And then last example on this one is 2028 LA Olympics. You think about the Olympics out there and you think about the massive amount of traffic and what that would look like. Well, Archer Aviation has promised air taxis. So you'll be able to bypass a lot of that traffic and get into the space that way. So there's a lot happening in the transportation space. And then also physical and behavioral biometrics. So we are all very comfortable with facial recognition, fingerprints, that's how I turn on my Mac, but eye scanning is going to be more prevalent. And Sam Altman's company World just put out that eye scanning orb, mainly to defend against all of the bots that are inside of systems now. So it is a way to scan and show that you are a real human. As you can imagine, the security implications along with that, right? And then think about decentralized continuous authentication. What that essentially means is instead of putting in a password, your system understands your behaviors. It knows how you type. It knows your biometrics. It will figure out pretty quickly that I don't use my pinkies when I type. I've never been able to. That's a problem. But having these authentications with biometrics will be great for the user, but also create some security challenges as well. Now, and as I say that, people may be asking, like, what does this have to do with security overall? And I just want to set the tone that every time we introduce a new piece of technology, we expand the attack surface. And we are about to vastly expand the attack surface.